Check. Check. Let me make sure it's in two. Nope.
Yeah, that feels better.
That's why we do the microphone check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Check it out.
Okay, you ready to get the boat squirting?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, welcome to Artist by Artist. My name is Gandy. On this recording series, what we're doing is exploring large art topics and just kind of discussing things with artists in Berlin. And today I am joined by Dared, who
Nice to meet you.
man, we know each other. But he is a prolific graffiti artist here in Berlin. He does a lot of wheat pasting. And if you've seen any of our other videos, which I highly recommend checking out, you'll get to know him pretty well. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for your introduction, Gandhi. Should I say something about you?
If you want, but it's okay if you don't.
This is Gandhi. I found himself in a cafe and we met. So it was a nice story to begin with. And since he joined our studio here, we have a good time. And he's an inspiring joy creator through art.
Okay, let's
and
stop.
Nice talking and love.
Only in the morning. We're actually doing this in the morning. Are you upset that we're discussing things in the morning?
No, I'm fine in the morning.
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay, good. Well, today I was thinking about artist visibility. Are you interested in discussing that topic today?
It's an interesting topic. Very cool.
Okay. So let's define artist visibility off the top so we can know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll do what I think it is, and then if you want to say what you think it is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So from my perspective, artist visibility is how an artist is perceived in the outside world. So among like the general population, the art population, whenever I think of artist visibility, I'm thinking of how well that artist, like their persona or their work is known throughout a community, whether that's a local community, regional community, or national or international community.
Okay, so you have a general view on this art visibility in general.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Cool. And what do you think it is?
I mean, I thought more about an artist perspective, not about like how people perceive art, more how artists make themselves visible to the world, so they get like attention or feedback or even access to a market.
So it's more action oriented for you?
It's action oriented, yeah, with structure and strategy. That's what I thought, but maybe that's too complex. But let's see how this goes.
We can talk about both.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
Let's start with action, because I feel like the action leads to the overall visibility that I was talking about. So maybe it's a good point to start.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with a story, or is there a particular thing you want to discuss? Hey, this isn't professional, y'all.
It sounds very professional. Yeah. No, but maybe let's come to the abstract example. I saw an interview from Eddie Murphy.
Oh, I like Eddie Murphy.
He's a pretty cool guy. So what he made, he was poor and he tried to get into a movie scene. So he tried to keep up calling this movie production every day, like 3 times, as they said in the documentary. And he came up with a lot of stories. He has to care for family and stuff, but he really wants this role. And like after like 2 months of calling them almost every day, he got the role.
Oh, awesome.
And he was quite successful in that one because he put all the effort into that. And I find that it's a pretty good example of how you should like put your energy into getting to something.
Okay.
And it also outlines what we all try to get is a getaway, like through something through a method, and you can try different things, or you stick to one method by calling one point till you enter that.
Okay, so from my experience, that is possible. It's a good story, but it's possibly the worst way to get visibility.
But it's his way, and
yeah, that may have worked back when all there was cell phones. But I know whenever I'm producing a project, if someone continues to call me, I would consider that harassment, and I would probably block them.
Yeah,
and I don't think that's the best way to do it.
No.
But also, it's like, what's the best way? Like, I remember whenever I was young, I thought the best way to get visibility was to be a part of a gallery. And I got my portfolio together. I think I was like 21, and I wanted like gallery representation. Like, I'd been in galleries, but I didn't have representation. What's
the goal of a gallery for you? Because some people make visibility to get to a gallery.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'll circle back to that. So whenever I was seeking out the gallery, the goal was visibility and to sell paintings.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that the path forward for a visual artist was you get a local gallery. Well, you make work, then you get a local gallery, then you get a regional gallery, then you get a national gallery, then you get an international gallery. I thought it was like a step system like that.
Okay, yeah.
So I wanted to start that system early. So I found this gallery that was in like the major city in my area, which was a very small city. And I brought my portfolio in, and the guy was he was actually doing me a favor by just even looking at the work. But he was flipping through it, and he looked at me and he said, "There's nothing we can do here."
All right.
And it really broke me. And I've kind of, so I just rejected the whole gallery system altogether after that, which may have not been the wisest move. But
for now, yes.
What do you mean for now?
I mean, for that moment, it was not the right time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from my perspective, it was the right time. But for that gallery owner who has a business to run, it was not the right time. And so who's correct in that situation?
Nobody.
Yeah. Well, I think you can only be correct. Like, I think the gallery owner was correct in that he didn't think he could sell it, so why would he put it in his gallery? So that's a correct move.
Yeah.
And then from my perspective, I thought I was doing the correct thing by seeking out a gallery. And what I thought was, well, if I'm going to sell work, I have to be visible. People have to know my work. They have to be familiar with it. So I just went to alternative methods for that, and then just that whole track of local, regional, national, international, I just got off that train entirely.
But I really like that you like hit the goal first, like you started at the end, more or less, which is good, you know. It's from process, you shortcut, and if this is successful, I mean, you can knocking the door of galleries like Eddie Murphy. Yeah. And maybe it's also successful.
Yeah, well, it's only successful if it's successful, and for me, it was not successful.
Yeah, the one time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that you can infer a lot of information from one experience, and from that experience, I learned that I did not want to dance for galleries, because what I could have done was said, okay, well, if this work isn't good enough, what can I make that would be good enough to be in your gallery? And I did not do that intentionally, because I felt that if I were to do that, I would lose some of my integrity. Yeah. And I also thought that I wouldn't be making work for myself. I'd be making it for a gallery in a small to mid-sized city. And I don't think that's the correct move. Or didn't think that was the correct move. I still don't think it's the correct move.
Maybe you put too much thoughts into it without knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The gallerist wouldn't share the things who work in his gallery and make you doing it. So.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, they would say, this is what's selling. Can you make something similar to this? This size, this medium.
All right.
This framing pattern. Like, it's not like make work like this, but it's make work.
It's commission work.
Yeah, well, it's not commission. It's it's like, say in this particular gallery, small to mid-sized paintings sell the most.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're making large paintings, that gallery owner knows that they can't sell those as frequently.
Mm-hmm.
So they may nudge you to make medium to small size work.
All right.
But if you're in your soul, you feel led to make big, expansive work, then like, I mean, there's a middle ground there. It's not all or nothing.
Yeah.
But that's a way that a gallery can control your output.
I mean, I met the gallerist recently last week, and they're quite cool. I met them in a environment where all like it's more sea level event. I'm not like that, but I was like there to at least talk to them, and I asked them if they have a specific theme they're following in the gallery, because what I know so far is like galleries they have a specific type of art they are showcasing there, because they have a specific pool of clients they're interested into that art.
Yeah.
So it's maybe just figurative or abstract, they just follow this one line. And I asked this guy, a super cool guy, and he said, no, we don't have something like that. We are interested in contemporary artists. And it's not about the feeling, but it needs context, of course,
Yeah,
So
well, that may be the difference between
Yeah.
Berlin and Mississippi.
No, I mean, it's not Berlin, Mississippi. They are not coming from here, and they're quite new, but it's already established. So they have a nice gallery. It's huge. And not huge, but it's a big space. You can like have like shows there.
Well, speaking of galleries, have you ever heard the phrase "bury the lead"?
Bury the lead. No.
It's what you're not supposed to do in journalism. So if there's something really important, it's supposed to be in the title. And I feel like we've made a misstep with this because it relates to visibility. So can I fawn over you real quick?
Yeah, far away.
Okay, no, fawn. I'm going to stroke your ego. So on Thursday, Dared had an event at Pier Hub. It's Pier Hub,
Pier Hub,
a
true.
multicultural home. Is that what the slogan is?
That's the slogan, the subtitle, yeah.
Okay, cool. It's an art space over by the Berlin the East Wall Gallery. Is that what it's called? And it's right off the Spree. And Dared had a storytelling event on Thursday, so he was highly visible, and he's been writing stories using his characters, and he was able to give a public presentation. And I went. It was a great event. It was really fun, and the response was really good.
Thank you, man.
And whenever we got done, we were wrapping up. There was some live painting, and it was a very good night. But the issue came on the next day, Friday, because I got a text message from Dared saying that the gallery owner wants us to do a live podcast on Saturday. And we didn't have anything planned. We didn't have, well, we had all the equipment, but we didn't know what we were going to do. So
True that. And I was really busy, and you take over the contact and you like exchange some ideas.
Yeah, so we were able to get it nailed down, get a digital flyer put together, and promote it all in one day.
Yeah,
and
pretty cool.
Yeah, we ended up having, it was somewhere between 15 and 30 people. I would say maybe closer to 20, 24.
Yeah, something like that, 24 with the barkeeper.
Yeah. Let's do 25 in case someone was in the restroom.
Or looking from outside.
Yeah. The passerbys.
And somewhere live recording.
Yeah. So Dared made me do stand up at the beginning because he said he was going to force me on stage, and he did. And it was really fun.
Yeah.
And then we did about an hour, a little bit over an hour of a live podcast for a live group of people, and we had 3 artists come up.
Pretty risky.
Yeah, so we didn't know what was going to happen, but the artists were great. It was a great conversation. I did record it. However, I don't think it's going to be public facing. I may put some clips up, and that may be it. But once my archive is complete, it will be in the archive.
Nice.
But I feel like these live events, it should just be for the people who come.
Yeah,
And
it's good for the record to show someone in person.
yeah. So I think we might, if you missed it, it's understandable because it was very last minute. But we will be doing more, we think. And I think we're going to try to plan to do one every other month or one a month moving forward. So if venues will have us.
Yeah, we need to try to find venues for that because that venue is closing. And
Yeah, it was a temporary. It was just
Yeah,
a 1 month
yeah.
installation. But so speaking of visibility, I thought that was great visibility for people to see what we're doing in this locked room.
Yes, yes. That brings me to another artist, if I can jump in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because he's more like, he's a German artist from, let's say, I don't know if he's still alive, don't take me wrong, but it's Joseph Beuys. He also showed up some shows in the US, but he's more like taking art, so maybe you don't like that, but he's one of the artists who speak more than they make. But because he's considered to be a performance artist, but he's very lecturing and like making art and a discourse, you know.
Yeah.
So he's questioning a lot and make art more conceptual than making something visual. He made something visual, which is just making it sound super stupid, but he just put a bag or a mountain of salt into a corner, and from outside there was a window, and you can just look into the room, and there was just sand in the corner, and he was walking inside.
It was sand or salt?
Salt.
Salt.
Yeah.
Was the title of the piece "No Slugs Allowed"? No. That was dumb. Let's cut that.
No, that's cool, man. I mean, nobody really understands that, but that's his point. He make things nobody understand, but keep people thinking of, and that's also what kind of Andy Warhol did. I just made some few researches, but what he did is bringing the artist as an artwork in general. So he's presenting himself in media, and he knows, okay, if I make a scandal or if I make some weird comments in interviews, I will be in the news. And if I am in the news, people will maybe remember me as an artist and remember my artworks.
Yeah, but that could backfire pretty quickly.
Of course.
I mean, I'm just thinking of Kanye West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Kanye is... I think he's a genius, but he has really bad things to put on the table, and that's... I don't know. He's a great artist, but some statements are just off.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to dive into that too much.
No, not too much. But it's one way to make scandals, to be in media, and that's his style, and that was also Andy's style. It's cool, you know, but there are other ways.
Yeah, because whenever I think about visibility, I think where the issues arise is the expectations of how the visibility comes about. So if you're seeking for another entity, like another person or another gallery or a newspaper or a TV show or like anything like that to provide the visibility, at the root of that, I feel like you're expecting someone else to pay for your visibility. Because if you're not expecting someone to pay for it, there's a lot of very direct ways to gain visibility if you pay for it yourself.
Yeah,
like you can make posters, you can put those around, you can make magazines or free presses, you can make your own videos, there's a lot of ways you can self-fund your visibility. Like even with like newspaper articles, like I'm not sure if you've ever seen these where it's like, so like I'm just gonna use like abstracts, but like some man you never heard of who used to date this celebrity is now doing this. Have you ever seen those types of?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So those come from publicists. I would say 99 times out of 100, that's from a publicist.
Yeah.
And what that is social. It's like ladder climbing. So it's like someone who wants to be in the public spotlight. They got adjacent to someone who's already in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to leverage that through a publicist or through press releases to kind of position themselves into the same light as that other person.
Yeah, I mean, in this scene, as far as I remember, I mean, it's a pretty bad move, I would say, because you're just climbing on somebody, and like you said.
Without any reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better to be in the public spotlight for a reason. Like, and ideally it'd be something good that you've done. So like
or interesting good.
Something that's helping the world. Like
true.
if you have an art show, that's a good reason to have a press release because you're like trying to spread the message about that. But I think the disconnect with a lot of people trying to find visibility is they don't understand what they're really asking for is for someone else to pay for their visibility.
Yeah.
And that's a hard sell.
It's a hard sell. I had this discussion with a guy who is more into business, and he said, you can make shows like that, or like what I did in the live reading, but before you invite them and make it for free, you can actually make it like an entry, like $5, and you get your cash before you perform. So it's not like, okay, you are there and then asking for something because it was good, like a street musician or something.
Yeah.
And because the value is already there, the interest is there. It's a nice topic. People are interested. And before, like, is a lot of expectations, and you can already sell that expectation.
Yeah. And the people who show up, they treat it differently. If they've invested some money, they know that this is worth their time, or they think it will be worth their time.
Yeah.
And then the takeaway is, wow, that was a good event. I can't wait for the next one, or I'm going to share this with someone else, rather than, oh, I can't believe that event was free. It's different. And that's a problem that I have, like, I've had my entire career. I like doing everything for free. Like almost everything. Almost every project I've ever done has been free.
Yeah, it gives also freedom in doing so.
Yeah, and I think that might be rooted in insecurity, because I want to do the event and I don't want it to be a failure because I can't sell something.
Yeah.
So I'd rather do it for free, know it's going to happen, and if there's a shortfall in income, I can make up for that with my job. And I feel like that's rooted in insecurity.
I don't get it.
I'm insecure that that the people in the world won't support what I'm doing. So by making it free, what I'm doing is negating that by saying it's a free event, like show up or don't show up, it's happening either way. So it's really dismissing the whole situation entirely.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's an immature way to look at performing arts.
It is, but it has to start somewhere. It's a process, so it's a journey. You can't just say like, okay, now I'm making comedy and I just stand up and talking, because it might be worse. You need to have some practice, experience, and that's also like having a backstory, and you need preparation and confidence to show up. Not everybody is capable of having a microphone and talking to an audience. So all that has to be like valued somehow. I mean, you can make some free events to get visibility or, let's say, attention. And once the attention is there, it's like in all businesses, at the beginning everything is almost for free, and then there's a crowd around, and that's interesting for people who never heard of that outside the circle.
Well, that's what it's
a growth.
I've never been able to bridge that gap, and it's weird because I feel like I did so many art shows for free. I don't do art shows for free anymore. If someone wants me to show work in their gallery, I expect a stipend, or some type of payment to cover the cost of framing or the cost of installation. And
I mean, sorry for interrupting.
Let me just finish it real quick, because then the reason I do that now is I've done so many shows for free. It takes time to get it prepared. It takes time to set it up. It takes time to install it. And I've very rarely, if ever, been compensated for that time. And whenever I started doing stand-up comedy, whenever I was practicing at open mics, you don't get paid for open mics. But my first show, my very first one, I got money in my pocket.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a lot of money, but it was something.
Okay, that's cool.
And so for comedy, it's pretty understood. If you show up, you give your time, and you give your energy, you get compensated.
Mm-hmm.
But with galleries and art exhibitions, they think the visibility is payment, and that's not payment. From my opinion, like at this point in my career,
Yeah.
I don't want visibility. That's not what I want. What I want is a sustainable art career.
Yeah.
If that requires some visibility, good. But if it requires no visibility, that's what I'm pursuing, because I've never seen anything good come from visibility.
Okay. Maybe you never saw enough, but I think visibility is important because it's a gateway to something, to you, because if you don't put a sign, I'm here, nobody is coming.
It's a gateway to criticism. It's a gateway to people having opinions about what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the way I want to live my creative life is I want to swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
The ocean of life. And then once I die, I want to be fossilized, and then I want people to examine it after I've been fossilized. I don't want people to come in and say, hey, you're swimming the wrong direction. I don't want people to come in and say, hey, you're a whale, you should be a dolphin. I don't want that type of energy, because what it does is it clouds the waters. It muddies the water.
Yeah, if you let it muddy your water. But you already set up a nice feedback concept. When you're asking, like, somebody has an opinion to your work, you ask them, did you ever bought an artwork?
Oh, yeah. But that's just me being funny. But
no, but it's nice, it's not being funny. It's also like how to like
gauge an opinion.
Yeah,
but that so this is, Dared and I had this discussion earlier. So for reference, I try not to take advice from people who do not buy artwork when it comes to making work or selling work. Yeah. And the reason I do that is because the people who have opinions who do not buy artwork, their opinions are rooted in receiving the experience of art for free, which can be helpful if you're trying to make free work, if you're trying to provide your work for free. But if you're trying to provide a type of value that people spend money on, then it's best to seek opinions from people who spend money on it. I feel like in this city that may be too capitalistic of an opinion, but but I am an American.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you're a human in the first place.
Yeah.
And I find that opinion, or the concept of considering feedback, it's pretty valid, but it's hard in practice. When there's somebody saying something about my artwork, I'm taking it, and I'm taking it personally, because my art is like a very personal thing still, even if it's a small child, but they love my stuff. And I would love to just paint for children. That would be perfect. But it's impossible.
Well, have you ever taught like lessons or anything like that?
Yes. Not lessons, but I went to a refugee camp, and I make a workshop for them, because they came from Syria and other places where like it's pretty hard to like stay there. And they came to this camp, and it was pretty bad for them. And the organizers thought, okay, we could introduce an artist who at least bridged the gap between the children there, because they have like, they can't speak German, or the others like they don't speak English. But at the canvas, even if they are not doing it properly, they are still interacting somehow.
Yeah,
so
still
they get to
making
know
something.
So that was a cool experience. Even the output was not nice of the artwork. It was funny. I mean, I was setting everything up. Yeah. And like there was a fox, a little tree in the background, stuff. And I tried to make them everything like good, like the grass is green, stuff like that. And I left for a pizza.
That's very German of you.
Yes.
There's a correct way to express yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to teach something like basics, but they were so little, like 5, 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I went for a pizza.
Man, you just got to let go.
Yeah, I let it go.
So you just mentioned something earlier, like you were taking it personally.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big issue for visibility when it comes to artists. And I think from my perspective, the art path, it's so like your personal and your professional are so interwoven that it's hard to separate the two. So whenever you're promoting your art, you feel like you're promoting yourself.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, that is the truth, because people want the art to be connected with a personality, with an individual, and they want to like that individual as well as the art. From my experience, it used to be you could separate the art from the artist, but I feel like these days that's very rarely done. And for me, whenever I'm seeking visibility for a project or for a work of art or a body of work, I don't really want my personal life to be involved in that. So it makes it very difficult for me to do it 100%, because I don't want myself to be swept up in the visibility. I just want the work to be visible.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It makes totally sense.
Yeah.
But people are super curious who did that, because they want to compare things or other stuff. You know, when they see something, they're really like interested into that. Let's take Banksy, for example. You know, he's not really visible in person, but very visible on the streets. And people are curious about who's that guy, and he makes it like a mythical thing, which is even more interesting for some people.
Well, I guess what I would rather be said is, so if someone sees one of my pieces, and they say, who is that guy?
Yeah.
I don't want it to be, oh, that's the guy from XYZ, he did XYZ. I would rather it be, oh, that's the guy who made this. So the point of reference is another work of art that was also visible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, that's Aaron's cousin. Like, I don't want it to be like on a personal level. I want it to be,
you're the container of artworks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want the point of reference to be other artworks, other projects. And I feel like with the way the world is set up in terms of information distribution, all these platforms are asking for so much personal information. It's hard to keep it just professional, because the way it's set up is to share your personal.
True.
And I don't like that. I don't know if there's a solution to it, but I don't like it.
Maybe nobody ever thought about that properly, and it's also like an artist creates a brand kind of thing. So maybe just a name, like a synonym, like me, Dared. So you're connecting the artworks I'm doing with this one name, like a tag, which is like the same for graffiti. You create a crew, and all the crew names, the individuals are related to that crew name. So in that case, it's very raw, but in public opinion, it's too much personal. And the thing is, in new media now, let's say, people have to pose in front of their artwork, like they're beautiful in a bikini or something, and that makes the artwork interesting, because they're interested into that artist who is like, that's crazy, man.
I don't
maybe we split that topic. Do not get too much into that, but
we can
a thing.
We can talk about
like,
it.
Yeah.
But I think those types of photos, because they generate a lot more traffic on social media.
Yeah, true.
I think the photo is the art, and the art is decoration for the photo. Like, I think people like those types of photographs, and I wouldn't consider those photographs representative of the quality of the work that's in the photograph. So I think that's more of like, hey, look at this fish I caught. Here's a fish in the picture with me. Or like, hey, look, I'm bike riding today.
Yeah,
like, it's more of like a lifestyle photo. It's not necessarily an art photo. And I think it's mimicking the photos that people see in art books because they see artists with all their art or in their studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's aspiring artists trying to mimic that and try to get the same energy from those books or those documentaries.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily view that as a way to judge artwork, because in the case of documentaries and books, the reason those photographs are interesting, the reason they're powerful, is because the work is so powerful and the work is so interesting that you want to see the artist in their studio. And I think with the social media posting like that, it's reversing that order. It's saying, hey, look how interesting I am in my studio. If you like this, you might like my artwork. And I think that's cart before the horse. Have you heard that?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, let's backtrack because I really like that story. When you think about Cézanne,
I love Cézanne.
the French painter,
Yeah.
I really love his amazing guy. We went to his house where he like painting and stuff, and there's a tour. You can go through the whole house and see the place where he was working, and you really feel it. And there was a tour guide talking about his life story and things he did, and like he went all over like again and again to one hill just painting there, and pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of story around that, but once it comes to journalism,
Hold on, let me talk about.
yeah,
So Paul, I love Paul.
Yeah.
I call him Paul. So every time I see his work, it feels like him.
mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what the painting is; it feels like him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good example of someone making bad paintings for a long time before he figured out how to make them good. And the shift from bad to good isn't in terms of like how interesting the painting is. It's he was able to figure out how he honestly represents his vision on canvas.
Yeah.
And it took him a lot of time to figure that out. So once he did figure it out, it shifted to good. But because he was able to get to the good, even his less successful earlier works are good now. So it's like he was able to power through, so it made the whole body of work more powerful. But if he had just stopped at his early paintings, we'd probably not know who he is.
Yes. Even especially in that time, which is visibility was not there at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he was continuing doing one thing and growing with that style.
Well, I would say approach more than style.
Approach.
Yeah. So what I loved about him is that, two things. He treated the entire canvas as a piece, and he treated. I think he probably didn't say square inch because he was probably using the metric system, but every square inch of the canvas was just as important as any other square inch. So every square inch had to be interesting. It had to carry visual weight. And so that way he's working the whole canvas at once. He's not just painting a mountain in the center of a canvas and then it's a mountain painting. And then let me just fill in the sky. Let me just fill in the foreground.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing that. He was treating every square inch as a powerful piece of the painting.
Yeah.
And then number two, I like that he was really mysterious. So he would like go down to wherever he'd go where the other artists were, and he was like the mountain man, and was just like this older guy going and hanging out with the younger painters.
Yeah.
And I like that idea of an older painter who's still really pursuing things, not leaning towards isolationism. Like he was isolated, but he would also go hang out with younger painters, hear new ideas, continue growing, continue learning.
Yeah. He was part of a community. I forgot the name. Like an artist circle.
I mean, was he a fauve? I don't know if he was a fauvist. I think he was like in his own camp, his John Mellon camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I knew that he has like exchange with other artists who are like on top level in that time.
Yeah. Well, cool. So back to visibility. Do you think that like all the work can be done in terms of visibility just from producing good work, like good paintings or good art, or do you think it requires something else?
Oh, good question. I mean, you can like work on your style and be the best painter, like photograph, realistic or whatever you feel like is it's good work. It's a perception thing.
Hold on, I can't let this slide. So you think photorealism equates to really good work?
It's expertise or it's good handcraft.
Okay, I can get behind that. Okay, continue.
But whatever you think is good, that was the point.
Okay,
So
okay.
you can always
Sorry,
reach a higher level.
Yeah, I couldn't let it slide.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I made a little point in between, but you didn't get it. But
Yeah, what was the little point?
what you think is the best.
Okay, yeah.
And there's always a better.
Yeah.
So you will never reach the perfect level.
Mhm.
So it's selling on its own, and it will never happen. You can make a bad painting, let's say, which is never bad because it's unique, and make it selling. So that's my opinion. I mean, you should try to make also when you have a style of painting or creating artwork, you should also find a style to promote it. Maybe don't tell it promoting, make it visible.
So don't say, "Hey, I'm promoting my work."
Yes.
Don't be a promoter.
Don't be a promoter, but talk about you, make yourself visible, go out, talk to people.
Yeah,
Which brings me to a last point I
Yeah.
had on my list, which is like people. People are important for artworks and artists to have a gateway of visibility.
Yeah. Can I talk about promotion real quick before we move on?
Of course.
So I made that mistake.
Mm.
So I used to promote events and concerts,
Yeah.
and what I would always do is I'd print out, like, it's called push cards. I don't know what they're called here. It's like the little rectangular cards that have information on the front and back, and you hand them out to people.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would make thousands of those, and
That's cool.
yeah, and I would pass them out for like music festivals, for like concerts, for film screenings, anything like that, art shows. And when I got to Denver, I was trying to get my website and work out into the world, and so I made, like, I want to say 3,000 to 4,000 push cards.
Nice.
And I went to high traffic areas of Denver, just stood on the street corner and started handing them out. And people were really mean to me.
Okay, tell me more about that.
Yeah. This one guy, he came up to me and he like just starts berating me. He just like starts yelling at me.
What the fuck?
And he's like, "Do you really think this is gonna work? Do you really think this is the right way to approach this? Do you really think people want to be accosted whenever they're just trying to walk to work or walk to a restaurant? Why are you out here?" And then he saw that it was my art, and then he looked at it and he said, "Yeah, I really hope your art career works out." And I was like, "Damn, dude." Man.
But this is what big brands do. They put people in the corner and like.
Yeah, but I think that guy perceived to be in a higher status than me, and I think that's why he felt so comfortable talking down to me. But the way I was raised is when you encounter a stupid person, you just kind of ignore them, or you just acquiesce and get out of the situation. Because have you ever heard the saying that if you argue with an ignorant person, people watching can't tell who the ignorant person is. So it's best not to argue with someone who doesn't know the facts or engaging in a conversation that's less.
You can't change people that much in that moment.
Yeah. I think that guy was angry at something else, and he chose to take it out on me. But what my technique was, and if you are doing push cards, I recommend this technique, is you stand right next to a trash can, and then that's where you hand them out. Because what they'll do is they'll get the push card, then they'll look at the trash can, they'll go to throw it away, and then they'll look at you, and then if they're a kind person, they'll just stick it in their pocket.
Yeah, that's a nice thing.
Yeah. That was my technique for the longest. The only problem is they associate you with trash. But
yeah, I mean, I have stickers, and I try to put them everywhere, but not at toilet or at trash cans, because I don't want to have a related to that.
Yeah.
Same concept, but
Well, I do it next to sinks because I want it to be associated with people who wash their hands. Yeah.
Good one.
It's the truth.
So you hand it out to clean hands and people who have
Exactly.
like a culture of hygienic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this pushcart thing is super cool. Maybe I want to do that.
Yeah, I don't really recommend it. It's like here in Berlin, maybe we can talk about that in terms of visibility. Like in the US, there's a culture of free press. Like like every restaurant, bar, like community gathering space, even on the streets, there's places for free publications.
True.
And so if like in Denver, what I would do is I'd produce like thousands of like experimental publications, and I would put them out at different locations where I knew they accepted free promotional items.
Yeah.
And I'd put stickers out there. I'd put like push cards. I'd put everything all at these places and get rid of like thousands of them every month. And here in Berlin, if I were to produce a publication, I don't really know where I can put it. I don't see free press locations. I don't see them in restaurants. I don't see them in bars. I don't see them in coffee shops.
I see them, but they are not free at all. I mean, they are like publications supported, like by some brand. Maybe that's why they're considered in your case as not free press. But I think they are still there, but it's hard to make them. There are no people. And what comes me back to the point?
What do you mean make them?
Creating them, let them print.
Make the publications?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the easy part.
It's the easy part, but still, like it's work, and you can do it.
We know people here don't like that. So
yeah.
But no, what I'm saying is, if there is a place, please enlighten me, because I don't
to place your coffee table.
Okay,
thing.
Let's say I have I just printed 1,000 publications.
Yeah.
And I want to put 20 in various locations.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 20 free presses in my publications in my backpack. Where do I walk to? Who do I talk to? Where do I put it?
You go to maybe cafes. They are like already art related, and maybe the owner is already an artist or into the scene.
Okay.
I would consider Café Mitte or like what's the other called? Like where also like making art shows or bars, they have that. Okay. So you put them there.
So you just have to know where these places are.
Yes, you make a list. There are 50, I guess.
What is it with this city? And it's just like, oh, you just got to know. It's like, oh, you want to do something cool? Well, no cooler people.
True. I mean, everything goes through people. But as far as we experienced, we meet people in a cafe, and you just talk to them.
Yeah.
It's a gate. It's a gateway to new things. That's why I put myself out in the world, and even if I'm uncomfortable, but I need more concept to approach people. Like, I can't just say, hey, I'm there.
More confidence?
More confidence.
Okay.
Or even to have a pickup line, but for business cases.
Hey, you want to make some money? That's a good one.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, but I think this is easily researched. Bars and cafes who make art shows or exhibit art.
So keeping it in the realm of art-related businesses.
Yeah, I mean, people sit there because it has a cultural background. They're not just selling coffee. I mean, coffee is a culture itself.
Well, so I have a question related to that.
Yeah.
So if there was a like, let's say a car dealership, place where they're selling cars.
Yeah.
And they sell Polestars. That's a car here, right?
Postcards?
Polestar?
What is that?
It's a like electric car. I think I saw one over in Mitte.
Electric car.
What's let's say Mercedes then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's a Mercedes dealership. They love cars there. They love selling them. And then I walk in with a publication about Honda Accords. It's all about Honda Accords. 2-door, 4-door trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I walk in and I say, hey, y'all like cars. I know you don't sell this particular car, but this is car related. Can I put this in here? Like, I don't see that going well. Like, if I'm not represented by a gallery and I have a publication of my work, I don't see a gallery letting me put it in there. If I don't show at this bar, I don't think a bar will let me put it in there. There's got to be some like connection. And in the US, it's just, here's where the free presses are.
Yeah.
Put one down.
Well, no, maybe it's different. It's not about Honda and Mercedes, because if you go to a Mercedes store, of course, they just want to have Mercedes-related stuff.
Yeah.
But a cafe is different. They want to like get to known as a cultural center. If they sell art, they're not just promoting specific artists. They put artists in their venue to be like having an artistic environment. Okay. And that's more general. That's why it's okay to put other artists there, because their walls are limited. Okay. They would like fill the whole thing with different artists.
Okay. Okay, can we do a practice then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are a culturally related coffee shop.
Yeah.
You work there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I walk in.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, it's a cold day. I'm bundled up in a jacket. I walk through the door. I look around. I see some art. Mm-hmm. And then I see you behind the counter. I go up. I order a double shot Americano.
Yeah, good.
And then as I'm waiting, I lean over and I say, hey, you look beautiful today.
Thank you.
Your beard is very shiny and full. I was wondering, I have a new publication. It's culturally related. It's about art. I was wondering if I could put 400 of these in your coffee shop over the period of 6 months.
Yeah. No, we don't have space for that right now here.
Okay. What would be a better approach?
I don't know. Maybe, first of all, the guy who's in the counter never has like credibility to take any actions. So I would consider to ask if I can talk to the manager. It's very serious.
Oh man, you know that's like really like not a good. How do I put this? Chill people don't talk to the manager, and I'm real chill.
Yeah, I do. No, it worked out. I mean, I did it like that because. The thing is, I have a lot of pieces next to cafes and bars, but I never go there after I put it. There's this one cafe in this bridge close to Kreuzberg, and I went there and talking, and I asked, can I put some artworks here, because it looks nice and you have free space and a lot of nice people coming in and out, and she said no. So I said, but you already have something from me here. But you don't know. Okay, wait, what? Yeah, I put the fox outside. Wait. And then she said, like, okay, let's talk. Let me talk to the manager, because she always wanted to meet you. I was like, what the fuck is that then now? But
and she comes with the police.
Yeah, that's right. No, I have to go there again because we cut the contact but. It was an entry because I was already visible and they liked the work, because, you know, a lot of people go around, hey, can I put my art here? Because, I mean, we have like how many million of people in Berlin?
Like
8 million?
Dang. I was going to say like less than that.
Yeah, but half of them are artists.
You think there's 4 million artists here?
Yeah, I believe that.
Damn, that's some competition.
That's competition. No, that's why people have a lot of ideas, especially after the coronavirus. Like, everybody was sitting at home and want to be creative. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of art scenes here, so it's very inspiring. Everybody thinks, okay, we can create something, which is lovable. But people are like tired of that people come, hey, can I put my artwork here and there? And they look at it and it was like, okay, that's not really matching. How can I like get rid of that? So you need something more interesting to go into that. Maybe you already have an artwork, or
what if I put so let's say I have a less, so I just have 20 publications.
Yeah, and you leave them there.
And no, I go up to the desk
Yeah.
or the counter.
Yeah.
I order my Americano and I say, hey, is it okay if I leave these free presses here? It's art related.
Mm-hmm.
And then while they're about to say their opinion, I put a 20 euro bill on top and just continue sliding it. Will that work?
That's kind of a performance.
Well, can I
You
borrow?
have to be funny in that moment and likable.
Can I borrow $20?
Yeah, I will ask you later next week.
Okay, cool. Man, okay, so that's
I
that.
know, I would support that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that may be the way to go, is just to bribe them.
It's possible, but
Yeah.
people are tricky. They are like not comfortable talking with other, not their business related things, because for them you look like another task.
Yeah.
And maybe a problem, because they have to look through the publications, and maybe there's someone who makes politics,
Mm-hmm.
and you open that and there's something against like whatever is now not good.
Ingrown toenails.
So whatever, like Grönland now goes to or whatever. So and then they're like responsible because it's their space and they didn't care.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
do
they
anything
don't
like
know,
that.
and
They would. I would tell them. It's like, hey, this
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
This
no,
is.
that's why
this
it's
is good
important.
stuff.
Yeah, no, that's why it's important to talk to the manager. No, it is.
Excuse me, manager. This coffee is really good. I just wanted to let you know
Mhm.
how good this coffee is,
Yeah.
and how I will be back here once a month to drink this coffee,
And read my
and also deliver 50 publications.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's cool.
yeah,
It's tricky, I know, but you know you have to be different than the 4 million others here.
yeah. I think I've
A
got
little
that
bit.
pretty covered.
Or go with a pretty lady. It's also a door opener.
Yeah.
I just experienced that.
Well, can I borrow one?
I don't have some in my portfolio right now.
Okay.
I have one, but that's for me.
Okay. Yeah,
I can ask her.
I gotta meet a pretty lady.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
No, but this concept works, and I mean, I have a friend who talks about this publications. It's called Coffee Table Magazine. Is that the right term?
It would be a coffee table book.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, let's say, 12 pages or 18 or something.
That would be a pamphlet.
A what?
Pamphlet.
Pamphlet.
I'm being condescending. It's like a booklet.
Mhm.
So like a pamphlet is like one sheet of paper folded into 3 rectangles.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, no, that's just a booklet. That would be like a free press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea, and
Yeah.
it's interesting, and maybe people start to collect it.
Yeah.
Or another thing I thought is they have these homeless people who sell the publications.
Yeah, I don't think anyone gets those.
They're getting that.
You think people buy those?
They buy those. I also bought that. The articles are quite interesting. They put a lot of effort into it, but you know the salesperson is not really likable.
Yeah, and it's like I would like to get them,
Mm-hmm.
but every time someone's trying to sell me one, the publications are really dirty,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't know what type of dirt is on it.
Yeah, maybe they should make a
Put it in
inside.
like a cellophane bag or something for
Yeah,
each one.
yeah.
That'd be good.
That would work.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an approach, but I thought I go to this area where they make those,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love to work together with them and have a limitation of an artwork, and put them like a poster or something.
So
inside.
like a limited run.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know.
because it's a street magazine. I do street art, so it's kind of connected. But yeah, the problem is really the selling point. It's not really hygienic, and
yeah, which is sad.
but you came up already with a good solution. You put them in a bag.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be plastic. I mean, they make biodegradable bags
Yeah,
that imitate plastic. So it can be environmentally friendly as well.
Mm-hmm. True that.
But I mean, it kind of is what it is.
It's visibility.
Yeah, but I don't know. So whenever did you have something else? Present? Or
Present.
Okay.
Being present.
Oh, and not thinking about visibility?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think whenever you're thinking about promotion or visibility a little too much, or what other people are going to think about what you're doing, I think the work suffers because you're thinking about how to make it look better for a situation rather than for its existence.
Yeah. That's also my whole point, which is like the last point. And I think showing up is already enough. You don't have to prepare any like pickup line or like a visiting card or whatever. Because when I started the design thing, I didn't have like a website or something else. I mean, I had some projects done, but I just went somewhere and talked to them, and that was already enough. And I think the same works for artists. Being present and not be a self-promoter, not even telling your artist name or something else, just being there and sympathy and also like cheer for the person's artworks. Like if you go to a show, be present, be happy for them. It's already enough, and you gain some interest and you appreciate whatever is there, and it's working already.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot because it's the focus. If you're confident in your work and making good work, the need for promotion is a lot less because the work will promote itself, and then other people will promote your work. Like I like this system in music where they have promoters. It's an entirely separate thing.
Yeah.
And the musician's job is just to be a musician, make the best music they can, make the best albums they can, and produce the best show they can. And then there's this whole other team of people who do the promotion. It's like even Shepard Fairey was doing that for a while. I don't know if he still does, but he would have crews all over the world where he would mail packs of wheat paste posters.
Yeah.
And then they would go out and put his work up in other areas of the world.
That's cool.
And so that way you're doing promotion, but it's not you doing the promotion, so you can focus on the work. But yeah. Hey, you ready to wrap it up?
I'm ready to wrap it up.
Are there any closing thoughts you have about visibility?
I mean, the closing thought is don't think about visibility, be present and just show up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool, man.
Yeah, and thanks for the advice about publications here. It's really stressing me out.
Yeah, I know, but there's a solution, and you're smart enough to do so.
Yeah, that's a lot of self-reliance you just laid on me. Okay, y'all have a great week, a great day, and I'll be posting some clips from the live event. And if you have an event, a space like a bar or a cafe or something, and you want to have a live podcast and have artists from the community come up and talk about their work, hit us up. You can hit me up at gandy.cc/contact. I'll put a link in the bio.
Yeah.
Or a link in the, description. Okay, have a great week.
Have a great week.
See you.